So, why was Sammy sent to the planet Sixum? She's got a feeling it's not good news. So she's waiting for the Martian to come and talk to her about it. Okay. What is going on? And the Martian explains that, yes, she's right. It is bad news. Timothy, who, if you remember, was sent to Sixum for punishment, has escaped. And they can't find him. He's got rid of his tracer that was attached to him, and they cannot locate him. And he has a sneaky feeling he's returned back down to Newquest. So Sammy's got to hurry back and warn everybody. This is not looking good. So Sammy's straight over to talk to Stephen about this. If Timothy is back in Newquest, then he really does need to know, because if you remember, Timothy kidnapped Stephen and left him in the woods. But Stephen, yes, he is concerned and a bit worried, but he really doesn't think that Timothy has come back. And if he has, he thinks he's learnt his lesson and he won't cause any trouble. But Sammy is trying to convince him that people don't change like that. Rich is concerned. The house that he's living in at the moment was built on the site where Timothy's house was. And he's popped over to speak to Lynda about this, because he is really quite worried that if Timothy is back in Newquest, he's going to try and find his old house. And obviously that's where Rich is living now. And Linda's like, oh, I never really thought about that. So she says, look, if he does come over, and if you do see him, then come straight round here. You can always stay here for a bit. It's not a problem. And that's put Richard's mind at rest for a bit. Meanwhile, over at Ben's house, Kirsten and Joe, his flatmates, are having a bit of a joke, because they haven't seen him for a week. Which is quite unlike him, and they're having a bit of a laugh about it, really, and they're thinking, oh, I bet he's gone out to a club one night and met somebody and is probably staying over at theirs, and obviously when something like that happens, the friends become second. And they just don't think anything awful's happened, so they're just having a bit of a laugh about it. However, it doesn't alter the fact that Ben's bed has not been slept in for 7 days. And when is it the point where you start to think, something's not right here? Thankfully, it's not all doom and gloom here at Newquest. There's some good news to report. Lynda and Charlie are now living together. So they've popped out to the pub to celebrate. It's not a particularly great night, so they're not surprised that only Cheryl's in the bar. But Lynda's having a bit of a catch-up with her and telling her a good news, and trying to explain Charlie's rather unusual dance practices. But there you go, nobody's perfect. The bottom line is, it's good news. Lynda's finally found happiness when she really didn't think she'd find it. But yeah, they're very happy, and she's trying to spread the news, spread a bit of good news for a change, because everybody's so worried about Timothy. She doesn't really want to let this sort of slip by with nobody noticing, so she's popped out, but unfortunately there's only show around, like I said. So they decided to call an early night, but she said, look, it doesn't matter, you know, you've met Cheryl, and there are lots of people here, and lots of really nice people living in Newquest, and you will get round to see them, but obviously with this thing with Timothy going off, people have got the things on their mind. And Charlie, yeah, I understand that, it's not a problem, I'm going to be around for a long time now, so there'll be plenty of time to meet everybody. So they've decided to have an early night. Again. Well, you know what it's like when you've just met somebody. So the next day is a very exciting day for the two lovebirds, because you've probably noticed what happens when couples get together in Newquest. The house is a little bit small, so Lynda's gone online to try and find them a new house, a nice new house where they can have a bit more room, possibly room for a bit of a family. We'll have to wait and see about that, but for now she's just looking for a bigger house. It's barely big enough for herself, so this current one, so on she goes trying to find something. There's a lot to choose from, but she seems to have spotted one, and Charlie's come to have a look and have a bit of a clean as well. And yep, he seems quite happy with that one, and Lynda is, because she's not moved off that web page yet. So it looks like they've found a new house. And oh, Lynda's doing that floaty thing again. So this is the new house, and I have to say it's huge. Plenty of room, lots of space, nice big kitchen. That'll be nice, something for Lynda to practice her cooking skills on. Little computer area over there. It's built on the same lot as Lynda's old house, so it's all fine there. And upstairs is 3 bedrooms, I think. 3 double bedrooms, so that's nice. And there's another lounge area upstairs, which is always handy, because if one person doesn't want to watch something on the TV and the other person wants to watch the other channel, then one can pop upstairs. I can highly recommend that. So as Lynda and Charlie start a new life together, this is what they've bought. I think it's rather nice. And as we don't know anything about Charlie's family yet, because he sort of appeared from nowhere, it's always handy to have a few extra bedrooms, because it might come from a huge family. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that. And Lynda's got lots of friends, so at last they can finally invite people over. So this is the new house. Oh, nice little swimming pool at the back as well. I think they'll be very happy there. And it's also exciting times for Mariah and Dusty. Two of the most popular teenagers around at the moment, and what they are talking about now is the possibility of moving out of Newquest. As much as they like it there, they just feel that there's something more out there for them. Possibly fame and fortune? Who knows? Everybody has to have a dream, and that's their dream. And in Sims, anything's possible. So they have a little chat about it, and it looks like they're going to go ahead with it. But now there's that thing about having to talk to their family about it. But now Dusty's got to head off now. She's got a few things to do. But that's okay, because Mariah has a friend that is close by that she hasn't seen for quite a while. So while she's in the area, she's going to pop over and see her. But it looks like Dusty could do with going to the toilet before she leaves. It's a bit of a long walk home, you know. Right, it started to rain, so Mariah's just going to run over to see her friend, just for a quick catch-up. Which would be nice because she hasn't seen it for such a long time. But why has she suddenly run out again? And is running and running. It isn't stopping. Something has spooked her in that house. So there's nothing unusual about the house. Maybe we should have a look inside. See what's going off. Oh my gosh. It's Ben and Timothy. Ben and Timothy seem to have joined forces. And neither of them look particularly happy. Well, no they don't. What are they planning? What are they planning? Now Mariah went straight back to Sammy last night after discovering that Ben and Timothy were in cahoots together, and she's told her that she heard that they were planning on sabotaging and disrupting Will and Stephen's wedding, and this has made Sammy's blood boil quite clearly. So what they decided to do is go over to the gym, which is close by to where Ben and Timothy are staying, and just to see if they can meet up with them on the off chance. And Sammy is just trying to calm herself down on the running machine. Toby's come along for support if she needs it, which she's very grateful for, and I think if you look in the background, Tess is there as well, so the whole gang are there. But it's just a case of if they turn up. She knows from the past that Ben has always been one for going to the gym, so there is a possibility that they may turn up. We'll just have to see. But in the meantime, not that they need an excuse, but it's always good to have a bit of a run round. And look in the background, Ben has been spotted. So Toby takes Sammy downstairs and he's going to follow him down. And there is going to be one almighty row, I imagine. Sammy's saying, what the hell do you think you're doing? Why are you being so nasty? Why have you suddenly got in touch with Timothy and planning all this rubbish? And Ben is saying, look, I've had a rough time as well. I didn't want to divorce Nadine. She won't let me see my son. I want my revenge. And if sabotaging Stephen and Will's wedding is the only way I can do it, then we're going to do it. So clearly Sammy is not going to get any sense out of Ben. And he has just told her that Timothy is on the top floor exercising. So I think there's going to be another row. Yes, there he is, as expected. Oh, language. Yeah, I had a feeling he would do this. This is Timothy pretending that he doesn't know anything, and the fact, and he's actually saying that the aliens released him, which obviously Sammy knows is not true, and he's trying to fight his corner and say, look, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a free man, I'm a changed man, I'm not like I used to be. Sammy's having none of it. And now Timothy starts to lose his temper as well and letting his guard down. So he's got to calm himself down as well. Yes, Sammy is
Squamish.
pretty angry about this, which is understandable, but I don't think she's going to get any sense out of Timothy at all. Sammy is angry. Angry that all this is happening at a time where everybody should be happy. But she's tried her best. She's tried to reason with him in the only way that she can do. But it hasn't worked. And she's got to try and think about what's going to happen next. Because I think it's quite clear that the whole of Newquest has been waiting for Will and Stephen's wedding. And this is going to be like the highlight of the whole thing. But if anybody is going to throw a spanner in the works, she knows that Timothy and now Ben is capable of doing that. So she's home and she's angry. And she has got to take it out on something or someone. So she's going to go upstairs and try and reason with the teddy bear.
Mizo. Buna. Unga.
That didn't work. She's still furious. Now the thing is, she's got to try and hide this from the family because if Alex found out what she'd done, then he wouldn't be very happy. But she is so angry. Try watching some TV.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's working either. Well, Sammy, you've got to calm down because if your family see you like this, then they are going to see straight through it. Yes, you know I'm right. Ah. There you go. Make yourself a cocktail. I knew that would sort everything out. Sammy has calmed down. So the residents of Newquest have split themselves in half and are going to go out onto 2 separate meals to see if they can have a chat about what's going off and what they can do to try and solve things. There's a lot of ideas going around. One of them is just to cancel the wedding completely, so it's a complete waste of time. But that won't really help because it looks like Timothy and Ben are going to be around. So whenever they have the wedding, it'll always be there to be disrupted. But the real reason is probably how to get Stephen's mood up, because this is now starting to get him down. He doesn't deserve this. Meanwhile, in the second meal in the evening, everything seems to be a little bit more animated than the morning meal. And Shirley has got some interesting news because, if you remember, Ben is actually her brother-in-law. So everybody is saying, well, you know, is there anything that you can do to try and get this sorted out? And she said, well, I'll try. I'm not quite sure what I can do, but I will have a good think about this and see what I can come up with. And then the penny drops. Shirley has got a plan. So it's just a case of trying to get it to work. But I think she knows what she's doing. Now this is Shirley's plan. She's been in touch with Ben and she's arranged to meet him for a coffee and a catch up because she hasn't actually seen him for a long time, certainly not since Jeff died. So they're having a bit of a catch up and she's going to try and feed him some information. So she's telling him that she's looking forward to Stephen and Will's wedding. It's going to be over at the church at Pendleton Bay, and there's going to be lots of people there, and she's just asking if he's had an invite, if he'll be coming along to it, and from his reaction it's clear that he hasn't. But she said, oh, you need to see if you can get an invite to the reception. It would be nice to Nice to see you. And
Gabba
he is just taking all this information in because he is going to relay all this back to Timothy, you see. So this is a very clever plan. But there needs to be something else that happens as well. There needs to be a bit of a decoy to go off, which is something else that Shirley's got in mind. But for now, they're disappearing off. Later that day, Shirley went over to speak to Will and Stephen about her meeting with Ben. And she's saying that I've told him that you're going to get married over at the church at Brindleton Bay. Now, I know you weren't actually keen on getting married there, which is probably quite good because obviously you don't need to get married there, but they are going to think that you are. So if they are going to try and sabotage the wedding, they're going to walk in, probably on somebody else's, but not yours. And they're not going to sabotage somebody that they don't know's wedding. Now what we've got to try and do is get somebody else to get married at Brindleton Bay that we know. Leave it to us, says Will and Stephen. I think we know what to do. So they've gone over to see Charlie because obviously he's now with Lynda and they bought this lovely new house. And they're saying, look, this is what the situation is. We need somebody to get married at the church in Brindleton Bay, but I mean, you don't have to get married. You could probably just go through the motions if you like. But we just need this decoy so that when Timothy and Ben walk into the church, it's not going to be ours, and they won't be able to sabotage our wedding. So Charlie's taken all this information in. And he's going to approach Lynda and see what she thinks. And, you know, as much as she is really good friends with Will and Stephen and absolutely understands this nightmare they're going through at the moment, Lynda's got another suggestion. Another idea. And she's saying, well, look, we could have a pretend wedding. Or we could have a proper wedding. However, you're going to have to propose to me. Let's do this properly.
Yes.
And naturally, Lynda says yes. So, there's going to be 2 official weddings. They're very happy about this. And now that's out of the way, Charlie will get back to his computer game. Meanwhile, over at the lodge that Timothy and Ben are living, Ben is explaining to Timothy that he has a source that has told him that Will and Stephen are getting married at the church at Brindleton Bay. So it's time to start making plans on how they're going to do this, how they're going to cause as much disruption as they can. So now Will has got to try and find a place that nobody knows that he and Stephen can get married. Now he's having a chat with Nobby, who possibly knows somewhere, but they've got to do a bit of travelling to get there. And Will's saying, well, you know, if it's going to be remote and nobody's going to know about it, then, you know, we don't mind doing the travelling. So he's going to go over and have a look deep in the jungle. And he's found the spot that Nobby was telling him about, and it is absolutely stunning. Deep in the jungle, Nobody knows about it. And it has the most amazing views. Absolutely perfect. And with most of the residents of Newquest being over at Lynda and Charlie's wedding, they can keep it nice and quiet and get married in this beautiful place. It looks like they're going to win over the plot to ruin the wedding. I was happy about it anyway. Not a soul around. And the sun's shining as well. It might be winter back in Newquest, but in the jungle, it's always nice weather. Yep. Looks like everything is going to work out fine.